Hi, it's Heather, and welcome to your Heart and Hips class. Let's get started today actually on our backs. So come to roll down slowly onto your back in the middle of your mat. And then just take both soles together, knees out wide. So legs are going to come to a diamond shape to start. We're starting in a reclined goddess. Palms face up. You can close the eyes if you'd like to, just to start off the practice. And start to place your focus on your breath. Just bringing all the attention here to the practice, to the mat today. Before we really get into it. Notice where you're already maybe tensing up and where you can send the breath to those areas to just begin to relax them. And then bring the knees in, soles to the mat, and just bring the right knee into the chest. Give it a squeeze, and begin to straighten through your leg. So your leg doesn't need to be completely straight. If you have a little bend in the knee, that's okay. You can grab either the back of your calf, ankle, or if you're with me, grabbing your big toe with pointer and middle finger. Begin to gently bring your leg in towards you. Left hand can just kind of rest on the hip. Great, and then place a bend in that knee. Just cross this right foot over the left knee. And so welcome to stay here if you have pretty tight hips today. If you want to lift up this left foot, go for it. Thread both hands through the little keyhole here and grab the back of the left thigh. Notice if you're clenching your jaw, if you can relax it, or if you can relax more through the shoulders, through the neck, the face. And then bring that sole back down, gently uncross. Let's just take it to the other side. Bring the left knee into the chest, give it a squeeze, and then begin to straighten through that leg. So same thing, wherever you were at on the other side, either grabbing the calf, the ankle, or your big toe with pointer and middle fingers. And slowly draw that leg in towards you. Gently releasing, flexing through that foot and just crossing it over the right knee. Welcome to stay here. If you did on the other side, If you lifted it up, thread the hands through and grab a hold of the back of the right thigh. Bring it back down, uncross, and then this time bring both knees into the chest, flex through both feet, grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet. Again, if not, ankles are okay, calves are okay. Go ahead and draw the knees outwards towards the outer outside of your armpits. And find a gentle resistance here. So as you press the feet down, pressing the feet back up into the hands. As you lower down through your sacrum, through your hips, should really help you to start to activate the stretch. And then release the feet, cross the ankles, grab a hold onto your feet, and give it a few rocks. All the way up to seated. Or just help yourself up to seated. And then come to bring your left leg underneath the right. Stack the knees, coming into little cow face pose with the legs. So right knee right over the left, hands come behind you, interlace your fingers behind your back, roll the shoulders back, lift up the chest, inhale, big inhale, and then exhale, release the hands. One more inhale, bring the hands up to the sky. And then exhale, twist to the right. So bring your left hand to the right knee, right fingertips behind you, look back. And bring it back to center. From here, you can take this right leg, bring it up and back over to the right side. All the way. You can kind of help yourself up a little bit if you need to. Curl those right toes back under. And then just kind of help yourself so that you can square the hips to come into pigeon. So find your pigeon pose. Bringing the ankle in, knee out, point the toes, hips stay square to the front of the mat. And you can kind of check in to see if your back foot's in line with your leg. Inhale, find some length. And exhale, fold it down. All the way to forearms or wherever you're comfortable. From here, use your hands to press yourself back up when you're ready. Press them firm into the ground, curl those back toes under, and lift up all the way up to downward facing dog. So you're sending that front leg back, walk it out a little. Maybe feel the difference between one side and the other. It's always fun to feel it in a downward dog position. And then find some stillness. Press your chest towards your thighs. If you need to keep a generous bend in the knees to find some more length in the spine, please do so. And then lower the knees towards the floor. Uncurl the toes. And then walk both hands forward just a little bit. I'm going to shift back the hips so that they end up right above your knee. And then just melt the chest down towards the floor. Puppy pose. Arms stay active so elbows are off of the floor. And then when you're ready, come back up to tabletop. And then just help yourself back up to bring the right knee forward, ankle in, knee out. Set the right shin down for pigeon this time. Settling in to where you're comfortable. And then inhaling to find length. And exhaling to fold. If you folded on the other side. Again, use your hands to help yourself back up. This time, open up to the left and just swing this left leg up and around to stack the knees to come to those cow face legs. So stacking the left knee on top of the right. Inhale, both hands come up. Exhale, twist to the left and look back. And look forward. Since we have not interlaced our hands behind our back, let's do that. And then roll the shoulders back, lift up the chest, look up. And gently release. Great. Turn to bring your hands to your right side just to help yourself up to end up in a forward fold at the top of your mat, facing the back of your mat. And you can grab opposite elbows here. Let yourself kind of hang out, chill in this forward fold. You can place a nice generous bend in the knees. And then when you'd like, begin to straighten through the legs. Gently release the elbows, fingertips to the floor, and heel toe your feet out just a tad. So heels in, toes out. Shift the hips all the way down. Come into a little yogi squat, malasana. And you can keep the fingertips on the ground here, or you can bring hands to prayer at the heart, pressing the knees out wide with the elbows. Finding a little lift in the hips, in the pelvic floor. Keeping everything active. And then bring your hands to the floor. I'm going to turn for this part, and you might want to as well to help your knees out a little bit. We're going to come to a frog position. So bring the knees out wide. Toes are going to point to the outsides, and you're going to want to try to bring your knees in line with your ankles on both sides. So just really bringing the knees out wide. There's no pretty way to get in and out of this posture, so just do your best. And then wherever you're at. So if you want to stay lifted, if you feel like you need like a support, you can grab a couch cushion or a bolster, place it underneath you to help you kind of rest and relax here. And if you like, come to forearms. And then to help yourself out, bring the toes to touch, knees in just a little bit. We're just going to send it to a child's pose right where we're at. Bring the hands forward, forehead comes down. And you're welcome to take this as your Shavasana today. If you'd like to close the practice with me, use your hands to help yourself up. Swing the legs around to seated. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you liked the class. If you did, please make sure to give this video a like. And if you really did enjoy the class and want to take it even a step further, I just released a new 1-hour on-demand stretch and relax class on my website. So you can find that here, and it's available now. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.